Welcome back to Hollywood Live. I'm your host, Jack Canfield. My next guest is Olga Rickards. She is from Vancouver, Canada. She is a best-selling author. She is a speaker. She is someone who coaches high achievers, including self-made millionaires. She is someone who believes fervently that life is too important to be unfulfilled and living a meaningless life and not be happy. She's also developed a really cool program we're going to talk about that has to do with retraining your brain. So I'm really glad to have you. Thank you for joining me today.
Hello, Jack. Thank you so much for having me.
Very good. So let's start by just simply talking a little bit about who you are and the work you do.
Well, yes, I'm an author, speaker, mentor, and in short, I specialize in helping entrepreneurs and business professionals radically improve their inner game and eliminate procrastination, self-sabotage, worry, and anxiety even when they sleep.
That's very exciting. I like to hear that. Now, you developed a program, I think it was Radical Brain Change
Retraining system, yes.
Yeah, exactly. So talk about that a little bit.
Sure. Well, using the latest scientifically validated research, I've created a system for busy professionals, because we're all busy, right? Mm-hmm. Called the Radical Change Brain Retraining System. It's an online program, and what makes my program unique and very effective is the fact that it's designed not only for your conscious mind, but also for your powerhouse subconscious. As we now know, the subconscious mind is our emotional mind. This is where we store our deepest fears, insecurities, core limiting beliefs. Metaphorically speaking, they are like ugly weeds in the beautiful garden of our mind. And so what my system allows to do is to remove those weeds while you are asleep without taking any time out of your busy day, and plant productive, positive beliefs and habits so that you can take yourself to the next level, step on your full potential, and experience greater self-confidence, freedom, and inner peace.
Very good, very good. So tell me a little bit more about what you do in your program and why you created it and how you created it.
Well, I have a coaching and consulting practice, and I specialize in working with self-made millionaires. I help my clients end unconscious self-sabotage, match results with ambition, and retrain their brain for higher levels of happiness and success. I use a safe yet somewhat unconventional strategy, and I'm very humbled by my clients' amazing success stories and the fact that they get unusually fast results. For the longest time, I've been working with my clients one-on-one. However, something happened a few years ago. I woke up on a beautiful Saturday morning, and I didn't feel well. When they brought me to the hospital, doctors told me that my aorta was about to rupture, and I had 50% chance dying on the spot. So next thing I know, I had emergency open heart surgery that lasted for 9 hours.
Wow.
Not fun. And you know, when they give you papers to sign that state there is a very good chance you might not wake up the next day, you really start asking yourself questions like, did I live enough? Did I love enough? Did I make a difference? What is my legacy? After that recovery, I've made some radical changes in my life, and they involve difficult decisions, but I wouldn't change a thing. And ever since that surgery, I've had this lingering feeling that I have to find a way to help more people. I love working with my clients. However, there is a small number of people that I can work with at any given time, and I have a long waiting list. So I've put together my best processes, my best practices, all the things from the trenches that really do work, and I packaged my expertise into this system for busy professionals who want real, lasting results, and they want them fast.
So you're in this industry of coaching, of radically transforming people's consciousness and getting rid of all these limiting beliefs. When you look at the industry of a lot of people jumping into doing this right now, I'm just curious, you've been so successful, not everyone is. So what's your viewpoint of the industry as a whole?
To me, coaching and personal development industry is somewhat like yoga. Now yoga is a $38 billion a year industry in the US alone. However, 20 years ago, nobody knew what yoga was. And it was just weird Eastern practice. Well, now everybody knows what yoga is, its amazing benefits, and everybody can seem without it by the look of it. Even though coaching is a $2 billion industry, to me it is somewhat like yoga back in the day. I think it's just now that people are starting to really understand the real benefits of coaching and personal development, and the fact that it can radically improve your life and actually completely change the trajectory of your life forever. However, I feel that we still have a long way to go.
So the other question is, you've been incredibly successful. It's been amazing to watch how fast you've become one of the main people up in Vancouver doing this work. And you obviously are doing something that's better and different than everyone else, or you wouldn't be as successful as you are. So what is your special sauce, or what do you think makes you better than most of the people out there are doing that don't have a full waiting list like you do?
Well, I think there is a couple of things. First one is thanks to modern neuroscience. In the past several years, we've learned more about the brain than in entire human history combined. And I'm very passionate. I love staying on top of the latest scientifically validated research, apply it and share it with my clients and my students. However, the main thing, I guess, people share with me very private things, their deepest fears, biggest insecurities, biggest challenges. And even though everybody's circumstances are different, our pain is universal. And I'm very passionate about helping entrepreneurs and business professionals not only alleviate this pain, but also help them create thriving, happy, fulfilled, truly successful life, because I have to say it breaks my heart to see so many talented, driven, smart people sabotage their happiness and success unknowingly simply because they don't know what they don't know. They don't understand the real drivers of their behavior. They don't know what kind of tricks their subconscious mind is playing on them. They don't know why they are, playing small in life. They don't know that radical change is possible and within their reach. And I am here to change that. You are in the industry. You know that something like only 3% of people actually achieve their goals and realize their dreams, while the majority just give up and fail. And so many people share with me that they have this feeling that they're capable of so much more. There is so much more out there for them, yet somehow they are kind of standing in their own way, procrastinating on the things they know to do, or even sabotaging their happiness and success. And they want to take themselves to the next level. They want to take full control of their future. They want to change. Yet, the ugly truth is that according to modern neuroscience, your brain doesn't want you to change, and it doesn't want to make you happy. In fact, the number one job of your brain is to keep you safe and stuck in your old ways, repeating the same patterns over and over again. And so I just, very passionate helping people learn about what it is that is possible now thanks to modern neuroscience. So my system is kind of gives them unfair competitive advantage, because I want to help them use the power of their subconscious mind for them versus against them.
Very good, very good. Can you give me an example of someone you've worked with and what you've helped them create?
Oh gosh, where do I start? When I talk to traditional psychologists and I mention the kind of results that I achieve and the time frame, they tell me, well, that's not exactly possible. However, I do have, clients to prove that. We are talking about highly successful people, those who are, on the outside, they look like, complete package and everything is wonderful, but behind closed doors, typically things are very different, and everybody finds a way to escape and cope in some way, right? I've had a client who was using for 10 years, and we're talking about very heavy drugs. Brain chemically is adjusted already, so it's very difficult to deal with this. And in a matter of 6 months, he didn't have to go to rehab or anything. We just really did this beautiful cleansing, clearing work, as well as for a lot of people, especially high achievers, this issue of being a fraud, that being found out, that even though they're successful on the outside, they're not really feeling successful, and they have this need to prove something their entire life. But, and they have collection of cars in their garage and all the money and accolades, but nothing from the outside can fill that void inside. And when we really go in and lovingly look into the things that we don't know, that we are afraid of, and that really challenging us, beautiful, beautiful shifts happen. And what's so amazing is that it can happen so fast. You know, you run away from something your entire life, and then in a matter of several sessions, several months, when we go into deeper work, incredible transformation can happen. And I'm so humbled to witness it time after time after time.
I can see that, not only humble, but delighted that you're able to do that for people, because there's such a big smile on your face.
Yes, I'm definitely very passionate about what I do.
I can see that, I can see that. So you've been doing this for how long?
It's been close to 8 years now.
8 years. So if you were sitting here talking to you 8 years earlier, just getting started, a lot of people are out there just getting started, what advice would you give the younger you?
Oh, that's a good question. What I would say is never buy into, never believe a prediction that doesn't empower you. Looking back, I'm in shock and awe how many negative, disempowering things I've learned about myself and my future, and how much time it took me to unlearn it. I was willing to question everything that I know and start this beautiful process of personal development. I would say, you know, be open, be an open system, keep your mind open. One of my favorite quotes of all times is by John Wooden. It's what you learn after you know it all that counts.
Right, that's a great quote. I've read that before too. Wonderful. So you're obviously extremely successful at what you do. You're creating great transformations for people and allowing their lives to transform and become more relaxed, more fulfilled, get rid of all those blocks. Mm-hmm. If people wanted to work with you, you said you have a long waiting list, but I'm sure they'd like to have more people on the long waiting list. And also you have this wonderful course. How can people find out about your course and about your work? Where do they go?
Actually, I've recorded a free masterclass. It's over an hour long of pure content.
Oh,
and the feedback that I keep getting is that it's a complete eye-opener. So I would invite our viewers to go to www.radicalchangesystem.com to discover more and find out specific tips and strategies how to eliminate procrastination and self-sabotage and take your game to the next level.
RadicalChangeSystem.com.
Correct.
Very good. Well, thank you for doing such great work in the world. You're obviously making a big difference. So thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. All right. Well, check out her free program. You'd be crazy not to. So take advantage of it. And then please stick around because we're going to have a short message and we'll be right back.